Fiverr briefs are basically Fiverr's new and improved version of what used to be Fiverr buyer requests. But since the introduction of briefs, I've heard from a lot of you that you're not the biggest fans of Fiverr briefs. A lot of you have told me that buyer requests were just an easier way to actually get orders and make money on Fiverr. And that since the introduction of briefs, you just haven't been making as much money on Fiverr. So in this video, I'm gonna show you one super simple strategy that any of you can do that'll help you figure out how to get better at responding to briefs and might help you make some more money with Fiverr briefs in the next couple months. Okay, so first things first, what is a Fiverr brief? So if you look on the screen here, this is an example of a brief that I've recently received. So Fiverr sends you a message saying your service is a match. We think you're a great choice for this buyer. Send them your very best offer. So this is where the whole brief buyer request thing comes in. Similar to buyer request, this thing here, this brief, was written by someone who wants to hire someone like me potentially to do this work for them. So it shows you the budget, $1,700, not bad. Delivery date, it's a writing and translation service. They're from the UK, so they need script write Manosphere Red Pill YouTube channel. Okay. Hi, I run a few YouTube channels. I am now looking for a talented scriptwriter for one of my channels. The channel is in the Red Pill Manosphere niche, so you would need to be familiar with the niche as most of the audience is MGTOW men, looking for a scriptwriter that is able to do commentary on these videos much like a reaction channel. I will provide you with clips and you will write scripts based on the clips by providing added commentary. You must be familiar with Red Pill and MGTOW community as that is my audience. Below are two examples, okay? You must be willing to do a quick short sample to be considered for the role. I write the word orange, blah, 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 blah. So that's the brief, okay? So if I wanted to make this $1,700 and get this order, I would have to click create an offer, and then select which gig this falls under, and then there's basically an opportunity for you to write up here your pitch. So in that describe your offer section, that combined with the price and any extras that you're going to offer are going to influence your ability to actually win this order, do this project, and make that money. But I've heard from a lot of you that you're not getting as many orders from this. Like maybe you're having an issue responding to them, or maybe you're just not getting briefs in your inbox at all. So here's two things I'm going to tell you. The first is if you're not even getting these, like if these aren't even showing up in your inbox, that tells me you need to spend some time working on your gigs, because that tells me that Fiverr either doesn't fully understand what your gig's about, like the algorithm doesn't know which briefs to recommend to you, or there's a chance you might have had some negative experiences and they're not recommending your gig until you've proven yourself to be a reliable seller. So that's option one. But option two is actually the better strategy that I think will help most of you. So for most of you who are having trouble getting Fiverr briefs, here's what you do. It's not create an offer. This happens to win briefs. You have to do something before you reply to any briefs. So this is my homepage on Fiverr. Right here at the top, it says get proposals from the most relevant sellers. So I'm in my buyer profile. If you want to learn how to get better at winning briefs, I want you to first create a brief. So when you click create a brief, you're creating a brief. So let's say for me as an example, I want to learn how to be a better responder to briefs about email copywriting. I'm going to create a brief about email copywriting. Email copywriter, right? Email copywriter, right? Sign up emails for SaaS. Okay, so email copywriter, right? Sign up emails for SaaS. Then you write the description. I am looking for an experienced email copywriter to write a marketing campaign targeting our prospective clients, encouraging them to sign up for our SaaS software free trial. Copywriter must have experience in software, provide a sample email of your work, and be available per week. Please send your offer and let us know if you have any questions. So that's what I think a brief would look like for someone looking for an email copywriter to write marketing campaigns targeting prospects to sign up for a software trial, right? So I'm writing this brief. What categories does this fit in? Email copy. What language? So English. And then lead generation. Okay. Continue. I'm looking to spend, just for shit's sake, let's say $15. Let's say $15, flexible budget, and let's just say I'd like it delivered by next Sunday. So then you review your brief. So to remind you, I'm creating a brief for a service similar to the type of service I would want to respond to as a copywriter for the briefs I would want to win and make money from. So for you, if you're a graphic designer and you're creating this sample brief, create it for graphic design or logo design. If you're a translator, create it for a translation project. And I'll explain to you why in just a second. So you review your brief, email copywriter, write sign-up emails, email copy, the description, language, budget, deliver by, submit, and get matched. Okay. So got it. Keep an eye on your inbox. Offer should arrive in no time. Okay, so I just submitted a brief, but why do I want you to do that in order to help you make money from briefs? Well, once you submit this brief, you're going to start getting responses to this brief. I think it's an excellent exercise for people who have not yet had success getting briefs for themselves to see the type of responses you get to the brief you've created to help you learn what a good response looks like. Odds are you're going to get a bunch of responses. All the worst ones are going to be people saying, hey, ma'am or sir or whatever, I can do this for $5. I'll be the cheapest and fastest. Those are the worst responses. What you want to look out for is the people who put a bit of a pitch. They explain why you should hire them. And, you know, in reading it, you're like, wow, this person sounds like the best person for the job. Create a brief, read through the responses, study them, and decide for yourself which the best types of responses are, and then use the strategy those best responses have used in your own responses when you respond to your own briefs. It's a little bit of a guerrilla hack to help you learn how to become better at pitching your services through briefs by seeing how other people pitch their services through briefs. There's no complexity to this, really. You're basically doing some market research to see what others in the market are doing so that you can determine whether or not there's an area for you to improve. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Create a brief, wait to get some responses, and see how you stack up against the responses you've received, and see if there's an opportunity for you to improve how you're responding to your briefs. That's it for the tip. I hope this helps you make a lot more money with briefs. If you have any questions, leave them below. Till next time, cheers, guys.